Hello, I'm
I'm
Toy Cat,
ToyCat,
and
and
welcome
welcome
back
back
to
to
the
the
second
second
channel
channel
Geography
Geography Video.
video. No, I'm kidding. Uh, I am back with a video that I really suppose will be quite interesting for myself and those in my LGBTQ plus community, because today we are voting in the 2025 Queerty Awards. So just a little bit of context. It is a award show which has been done since 2012 for the best of media and culture. And in the political climate that our lives are being actually jeopardized by the hour, it's more important than ever to focus on and stress what we have done. So, there are quite a few categories, 24 to be precise, and I believe that voting will continue all the way through January and February for the actual show in March. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so the first category is badass. And let's see here. I suppose it's like a character thing. So, I suppose 10 here. I know a lot of faces here, but for actually the word badass, I would have to pick Sarah McBride. I know she is affiliated with the United States Congress. Okay, I'm really not sure. So, what do we do when we have a issue that we are not well informed about? Well, we do not go on Twitter and shout nonsense at others, uh, thinking that we are right. We research, we learn, right? And see. Okay. So, she is the representative for Delaware's, so congresswoman for the state of Delaware. Okay, what does a congresswoman do actually? Okay, so what is a U.S. representative? Oh, she's in the House. Okay, so I know there's like the Senate, right? The Senate, the House, and what else? Oh, I'm blanking. Okay. So, what do they do? Yeah. Uh, okay. Together they compose the okay. Passage of legislation. So, passing executive orders. Are are they here? I'm not really sure. Okay, electing the president if no candidate. Okay, this one doesn't happen. Impeaching, who should be impeached. She is, you know, fought by like another woman, like really scummy. But this is how it is. Uh, well, for that, I will be voting for her. Okay. And second of all, let's go. Okay, so drag royalty. Okay. I feel personally that this category, I suppose, is only drag, like, drag focused one, and there should not be a vote. I don't know if there is like a specific like commemoration, but this should have gone to the Vivienne, who have unfortunately passed away during this year. I feel that drag is like so hard, even in in our country where trans people are actually loved and it has been a part of the country, the national culture. Yeah, and in the country opposed to their rights. uh, it's really amazing that they overcome all of that and put out their talents on top. So, uh, I suppose I will be skipping this one because I don't really know any of these other contestants uh, on a deep basis. Okay, so this one is Future All Star. Okay, so this one is also like drag focus, I guess. Okay. And for this one, I will vote for Sugar and Spice because they are the only ones I've I've been following. They're twins, right? And that is like innately interesting to me. How two, two twins are working in the same job, and they create, let's say, when they go in like the same competition as well, it creates such mind-boggling situations that create drama and interest for those shows. Case in point being another set of twins in the Vietnamese show called The Shoppertainer. They had to be participating as one contestant, not two, so both of them are eliminated like I guess like as a pair. Their name is Songvi for the show, yeah, and they were great. Yeah, I really loved.
The time has come for you to lip sync for your life.
This is not about to be a regular schmegular dagular lip sync for your life. This is about to be a twin sync for your life.
Podcast, okay. Now, do not hit me when I say this, but I don't really listen to podcasts that much. I mean, I do take materials for that from that for my job, and I follow some video like formats of podcasts, but I don't just listen to podcasts because I've realized from this past year that I cannot multitask. And for this one, let's see. Okay, all this post here. Okay, so I know some of them. I know the face of some of these, but I don't watch any of these. Okay. I think I know Joachim Booster and Bowen Yang as in the SNL, the Saturday Night Live. Matt Bernstein. Okay, so that is actually news to me. I mean, I do follow Matt SIB on Instagram, and he's really an outward, outspoken, outward person for our rights. Yeah, like his penmanship is really, really strong. I was thinking of voting for Bowen Yang for his work in the SNL. His character as the eyes from Titanic was really, really funny.
Fine, you want to do this? Let's do this. First of all, you came to where I live and you hit me.
But not the one of Mudang. Okay, I fucking hate Mudang. Like from the start, I didn't really understand why they got so much love. My opinion is based finally because Mudang ended up eating the cake with Trump's face on it, which is like ew. Yeah, and all those animals picking the side is always blasted on the news in Vietnam here, and somehow like as a really positive thing, fun thing, and then Mudang goes on and do that. I will not say anything more, but let's go with Matt, I guess. Okay, next category is TikToker. Okay, so this past year I've been watching TikTok less and less. I suppose it's because of who I follow, but it's really dry and it does not make me happy every time I open it up. I've come to realize. So I still had the app, but I've not opened it really, and most of the time content from there, you know, is still reachable by Instagram or Facebook. So unless a person posts there exclusively or first, I don't really open them as much anymore. Probably still a lot compared to a chronically offline person, but yeah. Okay. So let's see here. None of these are in my following list, I suppose. Okay, but I have seen Kim Brown, and yeah, I don't really know their name, but they are iconic for the Edna mode cosplay videos, I suppose, and their duck walking. I've been introduced to duck walking by Anitra on RuPaul's Drag Race.
You gotta walk that duck walk.
Expertly carry that out is baffling to me and deserves a vote. So some of these are quite cute. I mean, Jake Shane, I do see them in their interviews, and Tanner, yeah. But okay, I'm not really voting for the default white guy that I don't really know, yeah, anymore. I've been embarrassing, I know, but let's vote. Okay, the next category is Insta followed, and this is presented by a brand. I don't know if this brand is going to continue to support us wholeheartedly, so I'm not going to say their name. And truthfully, recently I found out that brands are not really there to support, you know, the people or even their workers. Yeah, they can, you know, take away DEI policies like that. Yeah, left us for the wolves, I guess. They are being the actual wolves. I follow a lot of Instagrammers, but not these. But if I have to post, if I have to put a vote, I will put a vote to the AIDS Memorial account, simply because I am really grateful for being safe in my experience now, after decades of diseases and fighting by others in our community. And right now I've been meeting a guy who really respects me and informs me of any health conditions, I guess, and so I really actually feel safe and not threatened in my endeavors. I'm really thankful for people who, you know, fought for who fought in the battle of AIDS and discrimination against the LGBTQ+ community. Truthfully, I don't really see the point of, I don't really see the point of Grindr culture anymore, as I've still been seeing funny Grindr conversation exchanges, but here it's dead. I deleted it after a long time of using and trying it, and you know, it's dead, so I deleted it. And I've been to somewhere quite far away and I downloaded it to see how different it can be, and it's just as that there's literally nobody like normal usual on there for me, and that's really sad, I guess, for the greater good. Yeah. But for now, let's vote for the Ace Memorial before going to the next category of Sports Hero. And so I've been quite, let's see, I've been better involved with sports this year. I don't really see it as, something other athletic kids do, but it's just another facet of life that we can join in, amateurishly or professionally, to keep our health and to keep our well-being status. So let's see here. Immediately I see Tom Daley, who I've been enamored with for a long time. I think I'm going to have a lot to say about this because sports is quite new for me. So I would, suppose that Tom Daley would get my vote today, tomorrow, any day, because of just how amazing his comeback to being a world champion. Yeah, that is so crazy. Just resting for 2 years, not following the sports, and coming back, training, and actually get a silver medal in the next Olympics. And in the 2024 Olympics, I was let's see, what's that word for viewer, but for sports? Spectator, yes. Spectator, right? Okay. Yeah, I do not want to be a bad teacher, so let's see. Oh, okay, so both spectator or spectator. Which one sounds more natural to me? Spectator. Yeah, for the OR ending. I've been a spectator for the 2024 Olympics more than I have been for Vietnamese soccer, which is loved like nationally on a national scale, and because it was the only good part in a dark time in those months. I've seen Maddie Lee struggling with going on with his day-to-day life after winning international achievement, and that was really relatable to me, and that helped me believe and carry on. But I also was shown how easier it is to bounce back and get opportunities to live your life without struggling when you are rich. In the same Olympic season, I focused on disabled athletes in the Paralympics, and some journeys that I followed quite well at that time has been Hunter Woodhall,
and the American looks like he's got it. Very tight for second, and Woodhall does it.
And as a runner and a vault athlete.
19-year-old from Los Angeles would like to be around in a few years and have a home games.
The games coming to LA in 2028 is so special. My hometown, my home city.
For the Olympics, I was kind of sad that our country only got 4th place as best. Almost an Olympics medal to continue our streak and put our name as the nation that did it rather than winning nothing. I see an Irish man here, Jack Woolley. I don't really know them, but I know another Irish athlete in the Olympics, whose name was Rhys McClenaghan, pommel horse specialist. Okay, artistic gymnastics. Yeah, he's really hot. And another one was Stephen Nedorosik, who was really cute.
He's got it.
Very demure, very mindful. Demure, mindful, demure. Mind, you see how I look very presentable?
Made a photo that I was really inspired by, and which I put as my Facebook cover photo, and which involved his story with his eyesight and glasses. Yeah, like when he focused and when he needed to focus, he took his glasses off and off he went to win the golden medal. Yeah, and somehow he's a personal hero of mine. Alright, I'm sorry for babbling about sports, but if you know me, my history with sports was practically nothing until this point, and I really find everything fascinating. Okay, I suppose that our Vietnamese team was not qualified in artistic gymnastic, but we'll get there. So for this one, Tom Daley, and let's move on. Okay, next one is the style icon. Okay. Oh, first of all, Matt Barber caught my eye right away. He's so good looking, and I really suppose that we need someone who is conservative looking, traditionally masculine looking, to voice out to the I guess like general public who can be swayed to a more progressive type of thinking. Yeah, more empathetic thinking, I must say. I do see Alex Kosani and heard their story on becoming like the best model of the year, and that is, deserve it for them. So let's vote Matt Barber and move on. Okay, so next one is comic. I mean, I know some of these. I do follow a lot of comedians on social media, but not all LGBTQ plus, and I don't really know any of. Yeah, I don't personally watch the stand-up comedy of these people, but I do watch Tony Talks, and he's really, really funny. Roller Clip. He's really good with visual comedy and physical comedy.
Hey, welcome to Planet Fitness. How can I help?
Hi, I'm just trying to cancel my membership here.
You sure? We just started.
I'm sure. I'm sure. I'm sure.
Started.
I'm sure. Well, taking advice from a skeleton that works front desk isn't really too motivating for me to come back.
Excuse me?
Are you not scared?
Of what?
Of it being too windy outside and you blow away.
Ma'am, I am not that skinny.
Oh no! I'm about to sneeze.
I'd like to see you try.
I feel disingenuous voting for any of these people without being attached to their work, so I will skip. Okay. So next one, breakout musical artists. So when I hear the word breakout, I used to think like breakout meaning the new stars. Yeah. So like a big star, but like new. Yeah. But actually, it's really not. It's like voting for you know, it's like an opener artist who's new and who will be famous. Yeah. So some of these, I only know Shy Girl for their appearance in the 365 remix by Charlie XCX.
Meet me in the bathroom with your 365 party girl. 365 party girl. One. Hope for the search is lick me. Touching squeeze on the baseline hits me. I ain't gonna fight me harder than the BPM beat my feet. Yeah, I'm loving that.
I really wanted to vote for Ollie Alexander, yeah, for their song in Eurovision. But they're not here, so let's vote for Shy Girl. Now hold on, why was there not one by Charlie XCX? Like Apple. Yeah, when I think of Apple, I think of Coconut and Kamala Harris, and how we could have had such a great presidential cycle of 4 years of solving and finding out about new problems and moving forward. Now we just keep fighting against the oldest hell battles that we already moved up as the species of human being.
Everything is in context.
But back to the music video, I don't really know any of these except for Karma by Jojo Siwa. Now, again, really sorry, I guess, for not sharing this opinion with you, but I will vote for Karma. I really liked it, the song, because yes, yes, it was loud and it was silly, but it was memorable. It was stuck to people. It created a trend, and you know, it's not really, I guess, like absolutely like wrong, morally wrong, no, politically wrong, no, it's just loud and silly. So, and I liked this song. I really liked this song and the dance. Comes a bitch. I'm sorry. I should have known better. And vibes. Okay, let's continue. Okay. Next one is Anthem. Okay, this is a hard pick for me because I really like a lot of these. So I really like Good Luck Babe, Midnight Ride, and Talk Talk. Oh, come on. If we're talking about an anthem, I really think that it should be Hard to Go, because that is the definition of an anthem. Everybody remembers it, attaches with a dance move, and yeah, roll the clip of everybody doing the HOTTOGO and see how it really connects everyone. I guess across culture. I have been brewing up this point of thinking, which is like media, which is like the least meaningful will connect the most people, because let's see, randomly making sounds is let's say is a better common point for more people. So we have Apatu, which people can not understand any Korean. They just know how to make the sounds with their mouth, and Waka Waka with the World Cup. Yeah. So just be more meaningless. Yeah, don't put in it a lot of meaning, but it will be more relatable to a wider audience. Haven't seen her actually win anything. She's the newest person on the scene, so I'm really looking forward to her next songs. Yeah, so Chaperone. For this one, I don't think there's any other choice other than Challengers. I haven't watched it in full, so I don't really know all the comedy bits in there. All I know is that it's a romantic movie. Yeah, and I've seen cuts, the most important cuts, like the churros scene and the tennis scene. Yeah. It's the movie about tennis and it's like the tennis scene. I'm sorry, but I've read an interview of the movie, and Zendaya said that all poly couples are inherently queer, and that is quite precious to me, because if you really want a poly relationship where everyone appreciates each other, yeah, it will be queer. But also, Tommy Bow from Smosh said this.
A lot of gay people are in poly relationships. Poly gonna cheat on each other. I am alone.
Ooh, there was the substance. Yeah, I've been in a habit where I only read the plot on Wikipedia and not watch the whole movie. I do not have the mental bandwidth for a whole movie nowadays. Recently, yeah, but the substance is quite interesting as a concept. Drama movie, I will vote for Wicked. It's amazing to see all the publicity around a theatrical performance turned movie, and I really love Ariana Grande as an artist and now an actor. Okay, I've been waiting for Queer and I haven't watched it, but it doesn't have the ending where they get together, which is to me a sad ending, and I don't really watch movies or listening to music with sad undertones anymore. So let's pick Wicked. Now, I suppose that Saltburn is not on here. Let's see. Okay, it was released in 2023, but I really like Saltburn because I think it's relatable to me. The class thing and the running for an unavailable person thing, those were the cornerstones of my formative years. Were emphasis. Yeah. Okay, so let's vote for Wicked. Let's move on. Okay, next one. Film performance. Without a doubt, Jonathan Bailey in Wicked. I've seen the video where he practices for Wicked with all of his might and creativity and power and all the other positive nouns that I can use in a sentence. So let's go with Jonathan Bailey for that one. When you're dancing. Next one is TV comedy. Ooh, this is quite an amazing category for me because I'm voting for Abbott Elementary. This show tells me that TV is not really dead because I saw actual teachers in the comments of the show's Facebook talking about watching this in front of the screen to unwind, and it's really refreshing to see a show focusing on the profession that I have personally chosen for myself, and it's great to see a gay character as a teacher working that is so myself represented on the big screen. But my favorite moment in Elementary has to be where Ava is looking for a chair to sit on just to fall down laughing. That is an amazing premise that I've seen twice. I will show the two clips for you. Yeah, but that is so funny.
You have only dated one man your entire life.
Yeah.
No women? Nobody else that ever? That just answers so many things, I mean.
Somebody give me a chair.
I hear you must take You didn't rhyme anything with poo.
Oh, wait, sorry. No. That's not fair. That's not fair.
Hey, sorry. When you're looking like a fucking idiot on 6 cameras,
That's
the whole
not
internet,
fair.
you didn't rhyme with
That's
poo.
not fair.
You fucking asshole.
That's not fair.
Hey, when you were fucking losing your mind and being ick for everyone on the internet to comment that you didn't rhyme with poo, I fear.
Okay, but now vote, and let's move on. Okay, next one is TV drama. I do not know a lot about this, but I will vote for 911 because Oliver Stark is fucking handsome. I swear, I know I swear, I needed to swear because he is hot. Hot AF! Yasmin Finney from Heartstopper. I didn't know who she was, so I searched for it. Again, research is important, and she was Tao Zhu's girlfriend. I know Tao, yeah, who happens to be trans. Like Yasmin's role of Elle happens to be trans, and that's great. Yeah, she got an Emmy nomination. Is it a nomination or award? Okay, I will tell you on the screen, but she is amazing. Okay, so let's vote for her. Let's move on. Okay, reality TV. I've heard about the Traders surpassing winning daytime Emmys, right? Against RuPaul's Drag Race after like so many years. Finally, I think. Yeah. But to be honest, I'm going to vote for Trixie Mattel. She is so funny and an amazing person. You can say she for the drag personality, right? So I'll vote for her because she's so funny. I know that she's had to leave work a little bit for her mental health. She's been working so much, and I really know firsthand the pressure of like simply working. Yeah, so I will vote for Trixie Mattel. Only person that I know here, Max Emerson, hosting Stop Every Queer Kid Should Know. I didn't know he hosted that. I follow him and his ex-boyfriend on Instagram. The word ex being a pain point for me because they have been in a relationship for 9 years, and a breaking point was the LA wildfires at the start of this year of 2025, which resulted in their house being burned down. I was not able to grasp how extensive this LA wildfire is. Like, it affected a lot of the online personalities, and this coupled with other TikTok couples breaking up last year, like several other couples, is making me going from indifferent to fucking numb in terms of relationships. Okay, next one is Reed. Okay, the Garrow. Yeah, because reading is what? Fundamental. How did it take me so long to remember that? Okay, I think my head is shutting down by the seconds. So let's just vote. I will vote. Let's see. Again, out of all of these, I only personally know Jamie Rains. Yeah, with their book, The T in LGBT. And I suppose my vote is an important one in this situation, in this year specifically, because the trans community is getting attacked. It is historically fewer in number and not really prominent in terms of platform. Those were, it was quite reserved for the gays, and you know, the weaker part of our community is being attacked, like front and center, not just by the current Trump administration, but also by gay people. I'm not really sure how to put it, because when we say gay people, we think of like gay community, but they are not a part of this community when they want to pick their, you know, pick their friends, their alliances apart. Like, this community is being broken down internally, and I do not appreciate that whatsoever. With that, let's vote for The T in LGBT by Jamie Rains. Let's hope next year I'll get a chance to read more, because I've not been reading full books at all, again citing the mental bandwidth or lack thereof. Okay, only a few categories left, 3 to be exact. Okay, so next we have theater. I only know one of these, and it's Romeo and Juliet. Who I'm going to vote for? Kit Connor. He's amazing, yeah, and it's been really rare to see, you know, a bi guy with a good relationship with a girl at the forefront more than being with a guy. Yeah, and that is great. Roll the clip of Romeo pushing himself up to kiss. That really transformed the theater viewing experience, because people are outwardly celebrating parts of a play rather than, you know, just shutting up and listening. And that, I know for some people is a negative thing, but for me, I think it's a positive transformation, a new but positive change coming out for good. The phrasing of this category has had me self-introspecting a lot, because it's all coming out, is all LGBTQ persons for good. Well, I've come to a bitter answer this year, that the answer is no. They are people with diverse ways of thinking, and not everyone who thinks something about sexuality will think the same things when it comes to policy, I guess. If I had to choose one for this, again, pick the only one that I know, Khaled. His coming out was not like a big boom that transformed our community whatsoever. It was light, but it did cause moderate waves on Twitter. I will only call it Twitter. And it, you know, their story of almost being outed, I guess. Yeah, being outed and then confirming really showed how problematic the gays can be if they tried. It's really disappointing to me that not all gay people are for gay people, because let's take a look at Scott Bessent. I've only remembered their name a couple of hours ago. Has ranking official in American history, but is that really good? In the past, I've seen something where, oh, it's the first gay person that does this. It's always very, very ingrained in my mind as positive, like overwhelmingly positive. Oh, we finally get to do this. Yeah, but now it's like, finally get to bootlick Trump? His aligning with DJT is actually eroding his and his community's deserved rights, and I do not want to support that at all. Wow, we've come to the end already. Okay, last point being the next big thing. I see some familiar faces. Bad Bomber, Snow White. Okay, Megan 2.0. I've heard that Megan was really cool. I don't watch horror movies. I'm being scared in this timeline already. Wednesday, and of course, vote for Red, White, and Royal Blue too. I've been waiting for it. I've been waiting for Red, White, Royal Blue 1, and it is amazing. I watched it with my friends Miying in my city's now defunct queer cafe, and now it's gone. At the end of last year, it was dissolved, and it's so disappointing to see firsthand the destruction of queer spaces, safe spaces, and I really hope that one pops up quickly in time for season 2. I will be going there to watch with my lovely compatriots. And with that, that is the end of the voting. Okay, I voted for everything that I have an opinion on, and I will be coming back every day to make sure my votes are loud and clear, and you should too. Please, for the community, talk to someone, be an example for them that we are supporting you always. If you are supporting for us just a little bit, keeping what is for us now, and then moving forward little by little rather than going backwards and finding every single thing that makes life not a living hell for us. Okay, it's important for our art, our existence to be celebrated, not condemned, and definitely not killed off or determined at conception. With that, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.